A finance employee reaches an application over an allowed network path. The username is valid and the password is correct. But the device is unmanaged, the requested action is sensitive, and the session context is unusual. The decisive control is no longer simply where the request came from. It is who or what is asking, from which device, for which resource, under what conditions. In this CipherVibe episode, we will follow one fictional access request through identity, device posture, resource sensitivity, context, and policy. A local simulator produces allow, step up, or deny decisions from synthetic labels only. No real directory, cloud tenant, credential, token, or network service is touched. Enterprise work no longer stays behind one office firewall. People connect from homes and mobile networks. Applications live across data centers, software services, and multiple clouds. Automated workloads call other workloads. A trusted subnet cannot reliably describe the authority, health, or intent of every subject inside it. Saying identity is the new perimeter is useful only with one correction. Identity is the decision anchor, not the only control. CIS's zero trust model includes identity, devices, networks, applications and workloads, and data. The secure outcome comes from combining those signals and enforcing a resource-level decision. Identity includes employees and customers, but also contractors, privileged administrators, laptops, mobile devices, service accounts, applications, containers, and automated agents. Each identity needs an owner, lifecycle, authentication method, authorization boundary, and auditable use. Shared accounts and unmanaged machine credentials weaken the model. Our fictional lab follows Riley requesting a finance report at access.demo.local. The model receives opaque facts, role analyst, device managed or unmanaged, action view or export, and risk normal or elevated. It contains no password, personal data, real policy engine, cloud connection, or live access request. In the baseline, Riley has an active analyst identity, uses an enrolled and healthy device, and asks only to view the report. The resource owner has approved that role for that action. Policy returns allow with a limited session scoped to this application and operation, not broad access to the finance environment. Now the identity stays the same, but the request comes from an unmanaged device. The simulator does not label Riley malicious. It reduces confidence in the environment. Policy return step up, use stronger fresh authentication, and, if the business permits, a restricted browser session with download disabled. Next, the managed device asks to export the entire dataset. Identity and device are still valid, but the action has greater consequence. The policy requires fresh proof and an independent approval. This is why a role alone should not unlock every operation available in an application. During the session, a synthetic risk signal changes from normal to elevated. Continuous evaluation does not mean harassing the user with constant prompts. It means the service can reassess important requests and respond to material changes by limiting privilege, requiring fresh proof, or terminating the session. A practical design separates three responsibilities. Signal providers report identity, device, resource, and risk facts. A policy decision function evaluates those facts against versioned rules. An enforcement point close to the resource allows, limits, challenges, or denies the request. Logs capture the evidence and outcome without exposing secrets. The decision anchor is valuable only if it is difficult to impersonate. Prefer phishing-resistant authentication, such as properly deployed passkeys or security keys for higher-risk access. Protect enrollment and recovery, because weak recovery can bypass strong login controls. Require recent authentication before consequential changes. Authorization should grant the smallest privilege that completes the task. Combine roles with resource ownership, requested action, environment, and time. Use time-bound elevation for administration and require separation of duties for high-impact changes. Remove stale grants instead of carrying old group memberships into a new platform. Identity security is operational, not merely technical. Create workforce access from an authoritative source, update it when responsibilities change, and disable it promptly when the relationship ends. Review privileged, external, dormant, and machine identities. Revocation must include sessions, tokens, keys, and downstream application access. Modern environments contain more machine identities than people in many cases. Give each workload a unique identity and narrowly scoped permission. Prefer short-lived credentials and automated rotation. Do not embed shared administrator secrets in code, images, or pipelines. Monitor which service called which resource and why. A login log is only one piece of the story. Record the subject, device context, resource, requested action, policy version, decision, enforcement result, step-up event, and revocation. Use privacy-aware retention and safe identifiers. Detection improves when identity evidence is joined with endpoint, application, data, and network telemetry. Do not begin with an enterprise-wide slogan. Choose one valuable resource and map its users, devices, workloads, actions, dependencies, and owners. Write policy in plain language. Simulate allow, step up, deny, outage, recovery, and revocation. Then enforce gradually while measuring failed access, risky grants, support burden, latency, and task completion. The memorable phrase is identity is the new security perimeter. The accurate practice is broader. Every request needs a current decision built from identity, device, resource, action, and risk. Make identities hard to impersonate, permissions narrow, sessions observable, and revocation fast. Find the full implementation checklist on CipherVibe.